How's it going, guys and geeks? Welcome to the Geekritique show. My name is Dakota, and today we're going to be breaking down everything we know about the Kenobi series and why it's been delayed, including source comments from around the web, and even a comment or two from Ewan McGregor himself. You'll find links to every article that we quote in the description down below, or visit geekritique.net for more news on the Obi-Wan series. Oh, and by the way, until we come up with a better backdrop for Star Wars commentary, we're going to use our classic Marvel Comics backdrop for this video. You're going to have to deal with it. That backdrop is hard to make. If you're just now catching this news on the Kenobi series being delayed, the original rumor was that it was cancelled, according to Fandom Wire from about 6 days ago. Then they said, sources close to Fandom Wire have revealed that Disney has cancelled its Obi-Wan Kenobi series. This has since been proven to be untrue, as the show has not been cancelled, but it has been delayed, so there is a grain of truth in it. There was trouble on set or in the pre-production phase. Yesterday, Collider broke the story wide open again. Two independent sources with knowledge of the situation tell Collider that the Obi-Wan series has been put on hold, as the crew that has assembled at Pinewood Studios in London was sent home. A time frame was not given, but the crew was told that the show would be down indefinitely. So that was a bit shocking. We're hearing that Lucasfilm president and Obi-Wan producer Kathleen Kennedy was not happy with the scripts. Sources tell us that what will most likely happen next is the scripts will be reworked with the hopeful goal of reassembling this summer, but there's always the possibility that that time frame could shift. It seems that with this era of Star Wars, there's been more trouble on set and behind the scenes than ever before. Josh Trank was let go from a Boba Fett film. Phil Lord and Chris Miller were let go like days before they finished filming Solo. Rogue One needed a second director brought in to fix the film. Colin Trevorrow left or was fired from his role as director of Star Wars Episode 9, Duel of the Fates. And now this with Kenobi, I can understand why Kathleen Kennedy would be upset. The Hollywood Reporter confirmed the scoop and had this to say. Sources say that the show was even screen testing actors opposite McGregor, so the pre-production phase was pretty far along. Sources tell THR that the scripts, only 2 were written, and story became an issue, and that the entire package has been jettisoned. Lucasfilm is now on the hunt for a new writer to pen the series. At the same time, sources say the project is being reconfigured from 6 episodes to 4. That's huge. Okay, so the entire script, according to the Hollywood Reporter's sourcing, has been abandoned. And according to the Hollywood Reporter's sourcing, only 2 scripts were written, which goes completely against what Kathleen Kennedy said at the D23 announcement of the Kenobi series.
And I will also tell you, we are really close. We have all the scripts written. We are ready to start shooting next year.
Either way, they're reporting that all the scripts are being abandoned for a new writer. It is unclear when the show will ramp up again, although insiders stress that McGregor remains attached to star and Deborah Chow remains on as director. Disney had no comment. Anthony Bresnikan of Vanity Fair had this to say. Sources at both Disney and Lucasfilm insisted to Vanity Fair that the Obi-Wan series remains actively in the works and is not being shelved, saying that the delay was due merely to further development of the story and script rewrites. Vanity Fair is claiming that Disney and Lucasfilm agree that it's because the script needs rewrites that it's being delayed. I know that's par for the course in Hollywood, that scripts get rewritten all the time, but that doesn't sound good. That doesn't fill me with a vote of confidence. And apparently, the rumor has it that the script was too similar to stuff that they had already done, most likely from Mandalorian. So it needed a total rewrite. Coincidentally, there was an event for the press tour for Birds of Prey called Birds of Prey, A Night of Music and Mayhem in Hollywood, where Ewan McGregor attended, and a lot of people asked him questions about the potential delays. Speaking to Vanity Fair, he said,
"Yeah, it's just been pushed till I think we start shooting early next year, as opposed to summer this year. They're just. I think the scripts are great. They're in really good shape. They want them to be better, so they're pushing this thing. But it's still. I think we'll keep our same air date and all good. I know it seems very dramatic online. I didn't realize till I got here tonight. Everyone's going, "Oh my god!" but it's not nearly as dramatic as it might seem.
So he didn't seem too surprised, but I like what he said to IGN a little bit more. It seems a little more in-depth, a little more calculated. It's just slid to next year, that's all. The scripts are really good. I think now that Episode 9 came out and everyone at Lucasfilms got more time to spend on the writing, they felt like they wanted more time to spend on the writing. I've read about 80-90% of what they've written so far, and it's really, really good. Instead of shooting this August, they just want to start shooting in January, that's all. Nothing more dramatic than that. It often happens in projects. They just wanted to push it to the next year. It will have the same release date. I don't think it will affect the release date. They're still shooting towards having the show release when it was going to be originally. Now, we don't know when that date was. Obviously, he has a date in mind, but I don't believe that they've actually officially announced a date for Kenobi. I think we just assume it's coming in 2021, 2022. Comicbook.com also spoke to Ewan McGregor. When asked about reports that the series has been shortened from 6 to 4 episodes, McGregor denied them, simply saying, "I haven't heard that." Now, that doesn't mean it isn't going to be 4 episodes or 6 episodes or what. That just means that Ewan McGregor doesn't know. But it's important to know that the star of the show isn't aware of that bit of news, so it may not be true. And here's another interesting rumor that has dropped because of this news from Jordan Mason over at Cinelinx. He claims, "Welp, since I've had more than 2 separate people tell me, I can share a tidbit. Seems like they were, or are, hard to say right now, considering shifting it back to a movie instead of a show. The lower episode count would mean they've certainly trimmed elements down." As many of you already may know, the original intent for the Kenobi film was to be a Star Wars story film, kind of like Rogue One or Solo, a Star Wars story. But it was subsequently shifted to a Disney Plus show of about 6 episodes. Jordan's claim being that the lower episode count coincides with the fact that multiple people have told him that they're thinking about reverting it back to a movie. Maybe that's what Ewan McGregor wants. We don't know at this point. Jordan clarified his statement saying, "Maybe I should have clarified. I really think it's a past tense thing and not necessarily something they're considering now." And after asking him if he believes it's going to be a movie or not, he says he's about 90% sure it's going to be a Disney Plus series. So there you have it. Kenobi is being pushed to film in January instead of this summer for a potential 4-episode run instead of a 6-episode run. They're looking for a new scriptwriter. Deborah Chow will remain on as director, and Ewan McGregor will reprise his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. What do you guys think about all this news? Personally, I find it a little bit unnerving, but comments made by Ewan McGregor have made me feel a little less uncomfortable. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen with the series? Are you excited about the series, or have you been burnt out by Star Wars too much to truly enjoy it? What do you think? If you're itching for more content with Obi-Wan Kenobi, I highly, highly, highly recommend the new book, Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. In my recent video where I ranked all the books that I read last year, that was an S-tier book for me. It's the story of Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and how they first truly bond, even though they have been Master and Apprentice for, it seems, a few years at that point. It's amazing. Claudia Gray writes such good Star Wars books. If you ever see a Star Wars book with her name on it, buy it. You will not be disappointed. And if you're interested, you can check out a free 30-day trial of Audible where you can get any one book free. 2, if you're a Prime member, and you can listen to Master and Apprentice right now, today. It's amazing. Yeah, you should really check it out. I highly recommend it. You can find that link in the description down below for a free 30-day Audible subscription. Guys, we have so much news to discuss on this week's Geek End Update, so if you're interested in checking out more news from all corners of geek culture, please subscribe, check out more videos right now, and like this video if you have not already. Have a good one, guys. Bye.